It's Time Warner Cable's local edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Chris Floyd is back. He is the executive director of the Los Angeles Opportunities Industrialization Corporate Center. And I thank you for joining us. Tell us about the LAOIC.
Well, we're the Southern California affiliate of OIC of America. There are 60 OICs nationwide, and we focus basically on workforce development, job placement, youth, veterans.
You, though, I've known you for a while,
Sure.
and you have been doing some remarkable work as it relates to closing what we know as the digital divide.
Correct.
It's that divide where those individuals, often of color, often of lower socioeconomic status, do not have access to computers, the internet. Tell us about your work.
Well, you know, let me begin with saying that there's some form of divine intervention here, because my 30 years at Xerox in technology and in management, to go into a nonprofit doing workforce development and job placement, and then to discover that the greatest barrier to employment and education is the lack of technology access, became a focus of ours as we got started.
Think about it. Most companies, corporations, they want you to apply online.
Correct.
The days of kind of walking in and filling out an application, those are behind us. And so many of the folks that have been and were facing unemployment couldn't get online because they had no internet connection, they had no computers. But you're changing that.
What we started doing was working in low-income housing community. And it's just exploded since then.
That's an understatement.
You know, currently,
that's an understatement.
We're in every library around the city of Los Angeles, and effective this summer, we'll be distributing computers to school children who qualify for the school lunch program.
And let's talk about that, because that's your next initiative.
Absolutely.
And the initiative is very specific. You have 1,500 computers, or you will. Somehow you'll get them, I'm sure you will. And you are looking to give those computers to the school-age children.
School-age children, right.
What types of computers, and why is that important for these children?
Well, these are corporate purchase computers. These are very high-end computers. Bank of the West gave us 225, 230. The J. Paul Getty Foundation donated another 200. So we're close to that 600-700 computers on hand right now.
So they're gently used, isn't it?
Gently used.
And you know, with modern technology, a gently used computer could only be a year old, because there are so many advances. But yet, for our purposes, you know, for a kid's purpose, that's just fine. I mean, we don't need the high computing power. You know, if it's for word processing, getting onto the internet, getting emails, that, you know, the Bank of the West may need. And so, how can parents apply to be one of the lucky ones?
Okay, when we announce this, we're going to announce it through the neighborhood captains and to some principals of grade and elementary schools, because that's our first wave. That's our main concern, is getting them access to technology so that they can go on to college and they can stand on their own 2 feet.
But I presume we can go to your website as well.
Yes, you can.
Which is LAOIC.org to get more information. What about that all-important internet connection?
We still are, we have access to a $10 a month wireless network. But we're hoping in the future to actually be able to provide a $10 a month hardwired access.
Well, I know Time Warner Cable, as an example, has been assisting you and your organization with the technological challenges of a variety of communities. How do you feel?
I feel great, because at that $10 price point, anyone can really afford that. And to have technology in the home, we're just looking at tracking these kids and seeing where they are 4 or 5 years from now.
It's exciting. His name is Chris Floyd. He's with the Los Angeles Opportunities Industrialization Center. I'm Brad Pomerance. It's Time Warner Cable's local edition.